So I'm collecting some bits and pieces up for a projected Pegasus Bridge diorama in the future, and as well as the Italieri Pegasus Bridge battle set, I needed some buildings associated with Pegasus Bridge from around it, like what became the Pegasus Bridge Cafe and some of the buildings. So I had a look on eBay and I found some guy printing some 3D printed houses, predominantly for the Bolt Action tabletop wargame series, but painted up. I think they would be quite presentable in a diorama display. So I've purchased some of the houses that you would associate with the German side of Pegasus Bridge, i.e. the Pegasus Bridge Cafe side of things. So I've opened the box, but I haven't actually opened the contents. They've only just come. So let's have a little squint in here, see what we've got in here. Let's see what that says. Yep, a company called Warfare, Warfare, warfare.co.uk. They do sell stuff on eBay. Very nicely packaged. So let's see what we've got. I might have to use the old knife. So let's see what we have. So I prefer 3D print over resin, and as you know, if you know 3D printed items, there's always some little lines and things which will be disguised in the painting. So that's one building that was in the Pegasus Bridge area. I think this is the one that goes up against Pegasus Bridge Cafe, I think. So that's quite good. Again, it's open for wargaming, to move your figures around, but very nicely detailed. Yeah, so there's that one. There's this other one, which is a bigger building, and I've lost my blade out, my bloody knife. Hold on a second. There's this one, back with a new knife. There's this one, which I think, again, this butts up against something else to make I think a pavilion. I think that's part of a pavilion building. It's kind of, if that's Pegasus Bridge kind of there, you've got Pegasus Bridge Cafe here. I think this building is kind of on the other side, and there's a building a little bit further down. I didn't go any further down with church and other buildings. I just wanted the ones in the immediate area of Pegasus Bridge. So that's another one. I'll have to look at the guy's photograph to see what goes where. Really nice printing. So yeah, there's that one there. There's, again, I'm sure this is another part of said building. Now, these are kind of handrails. It looks a bit like a big version of a cricket pavilion. So you've got that one there, and you've got some fences there. Then you've got this one here, which I think is Pegasus Bridge Cafe. Obviously, at the time, it wasn't Pegasus Bridge Cafe. It was the first building to be liberated on D-Day, apparently. Again, very nice clean printing, and some additional separate floors to do your wargaming if you so desire to use them. Yeah, quite a nice clean item. So I'm sure one goes like that and the other one goes next to it. Well, that one there could be the one that kind of goes next to it, I think. So anyway, quite a nice building. So the other one, nearest to the wall. That could be Pegasus Bridge Cafe, I don't know. Like I say, I'll have to have a gander at the guys drawing. This is the other part of what I'm calling the pavilion building, which is on the opposite side of the road to Pegasus Bridge Cafe, and what those fencing bits and pieces belong to. So yeah, that's quite a nice substantial building there. And like I said, the fence bits go here. Again, comes off so you can do your wargaming inside it if you so desire. Yeah, really nicely 3D printed. Very solid piece of kit. So yeah, so they represent the buildings that are around, and actually based on historical photographs as well. So these represent the historical buildings that are around the German side of Pegasus Bridge. So that one there belongs to that one there somehow, like that, and these go alongside the front somewhere. So yeah, very pleased with them. So these are I'll either paint them up or just put them to one side for the time being. So yeah, the buildings around the German side of Pegasus Bridge, for want of a better description, all in 1/72 scale, i.e. 20mm scale, because 20mm is relevant to 1/72 scale, and built by these people. Yeah, first purchase of these people as well. So yeah, really well pleased with them. They should detail up and paint them quite nicely. Bye for now.